Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at mean, median, and mode. Now, this is going to be just for standard data, not the group data. So, we're going to start off with mean. Well, the mean is the average. Now, to do the mean, which is usually denoted with an X bar or the mu symbol. Okay? So, it's usually X bar is equal to the sum of all events divided by the total number of events. What does that mean? Well, sum of all events is basically add all your numbers. So, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7. And on the bottom, well, total number of events. Well, how many numbers were there? There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there were 7 numbers. So let's get adding here. So let's do this. So 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7 is 39 divided by 7, which is approximately, remember you always use the approximate symbol when you're answering these, 7 because I'm going to have to round this. So this is going to be approximately 5.57. Alright, so that's the mean. Quite simply, you just add all the numbers and divide by the total number of numbers. Now, the mode is the number that is repeated. I cannot spell repeated today, apparently. Repeated. Nailed it. Nope. Yeah, that's how you spell repeated in the math video. Repeated the most. Yes, I realize a lot of people are going to yell at me for the bad spelling at this point. Repeated. Yes, there should be 2T. Beautiful. Alright, so the number that is repeated the most. Well, the number 2 is not. Number 4, there's only one of it. 6, there's only one of it. 8, there's only one of it. 5, there's only one of it. But there are 2 7s. So the mode is 7. And finally, for the median, you must first put it in order. So the first step is data must be in order, which means from smallest to biggest. So 2 is the smallest still. 4 would come next. But then there should be this 5 here. 5, and then the 6, and then the double 7, and then the 8. Once you put it in order, the second thing is you find the position so basically where it is, using n plus 1 over 2. So n is your total number of numbers. Which we know from the last one is 7. So should get 7 plus 1 over 2, which is 8 divided by 2, which is 4, which means my median is in the 4th position. What does that mean? Well, let's count our numbers. This is the first number, second, fourth, what? Apparently can't do math right now. Third, and finally, fourth. So what was the fourth number? 6. So my median is 6. So let's look at what would happen if this number turned out to be a decimal number. So in this example here, we're not going to look at mean and mode. Well, there is no mode in this case. There's nothing that's repeating. And the mean, you just add them all up and divide by, well, in this case, there's 6. Let's just focus on median. So let's use our formula, n plus 1 divided by 2. So in this case, that's going to be, there's 6, so 6 plus 1 over 2. 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. So this means the 3.5th position. Now, obviously, the first thing you would have to do after this is you need to put these in order. They're definitely not in order. So this would be the smallest, then the 3, then the 4, then the 5, then the 7, then the 8. And then you want to count. So I know it's on the 3.5th position. So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third number, this is the fourth number. So 3.5 means that it has to happen in between the third and the fourth number, which means it has to happen in between the 4 and the 5. So what do? You take the average of those two numbers, which would be 9 divided by 2, which is 4.5. So the median is 4.5. And that is the mean, median, and mode of ungrouped data.